Hey Capricorn, EverlongMystic here. So today we're going to get you a message. We are going to do a little traffic light for you. We're going to look at an area where you have the green light to go for it. We're going to look at a yellow caution, and we're going to look at a hard stop. All right, so La Fruma is our go deck. Ooh, so we have a moon recognize, card 39. Kinda, getting the feeling that you're being given the green light to actually feel some emotions here, Capricorn. Because when I was pre-shuffling before I started recording, I got the feeling that you were kind of like really immersed in kind of the day-to-day, physical aspects of life, material aspects of life, and out comes the moon card. And the thing about this moon card is it's asking you to recognize the emotions that don't belong there. So this might be a green light for some shadow work. I'm not gonna fully commit to that interpretation, but it's definitely a green light to recognize emotions. So let's get into it. What kind of emotions are we talking about here for Capricorn? Very hesitant. So whatever this emotion is, it's hiding. Either that or you've had it on the back burner for a while because it doesn't want to come out. That's funny. It doesn't want to come out. Come on, it's okay. You can tell us. What's this emotional thing that Capricorn needs to recognize? Like if I talk sweet, it'll come out, right? There's one card. Okay, we got 3. Yeah, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. That's you keeping that shit to yourself. So here we have some information. We have the Fool and we have the 8 of Wands. You want to dive in. You want to dive into something here, Capricorn. Well, you got the green light. And it's funny because there's no cups, of course, right? There's no cups here. It's like you are not ready to advertise. Well, that's okay. I mean, you are certainly not required to. But you're definitely keeping, there's something that you're keeping to yourself here, and there is an emotional component because of this moon card here, but you're itching to dive into something. So, okay. We're not gonna pry, but we will get a card for advice. So, if you know what this is, you know what this is, okay? So let's just get you some advice. Capricorn advice for this emotionally charged thing that they need to recognize and act upon. Card of advice. Awaken. So here's your advice. Day slides to night and back to day as we slumber and guide through clouds of gray. Wake up. So much room for yawning, sprawling, gloomy, slow, pointless, lifeless moments in time we call living. And see, that's that being caught up in the day to day monotony of the same thing over and over again. Wake up. Fall down and stumble. See, that's taking a risk. Fall down and stumble. Take a risk. Trip yourself up. That's what that doggy's doing. Trip yourself up and look around. Wake up. Smash your way out of the illusion and wake up. See the soft rays of the sun that shine on the living Midgard. Awaken. It's like there's something around you, Capricorn, that you can totally soak up. So whatever this is that you are really wanting to jump into of an emotional nature, like it's available for you. Whenever you're ready, it's available for you. So let's look at your caution. What's your yellow caution here? Your take it easy, be careful for Capricorn. Oh, shit. We have the Fool's Embrace here. Damn, I don't like that. Because you got the Fool right here, where it's like, you want so badly to jump into something, but be careful, because the Fool's Embrace, now, the Fool's Embrace to me is one thing, and transmuting pain is another thing. I mean, I feel like these are two separate things. But, so, okay, Capricorn. If you are trying to embrace something here, and you want to jump in, so, like, this green light, it stands as is, right? The energies are there, they're available when you're ready, okay? But here, it's like, just be careful. Be careful about, like, being over exuberant, because you might, like, you don't want to glob onto the first thing that like, when you're ready, don't just glob onto the first thing that floats your boat, because I think there's more to it than that. I think that's what this is really talking about. I don't really think it's about transmuting pain. This is about the Fool's Embrace. This is about clinging to something just because it's something. You know what I mean? It's like you're being asked to, have a little discernment, which I think you are 100% capable of. All right, so let's get some more information about this. I mean, for some of you, this could be talking about the past, where maybe you did jump into something before you were ready, which is why you're a little hesitant to go there right now. Makes total sense. If that does apply to you, if you are thinking about something from the past that either made you feel like a fool, like you embraced something that didn't work out, I mean, I feel like some of you might still be holding on to that. If so, I mean, I think it's okay to let it go. And that maybe that's where the transmuting pain part comes in. I just don't feel like that's for the whole collective of Capricorn. You're being tight-lipped. You're not wanting to talk about this. Yeah, because you're in control, right? You're the boss. Ah, here we have the moon again. And it's like Spirit saying, well, not always. All right, so yeah, it's almost like there's something that you need to know here. Because, like this scene here, this Three of Pentacles, I'm not seeing it as a collaboration. I'm seeing it more as being critiqued, but like advice being given. Like you don't quite know it all in this department. This is not your specialty, and I don't know if it's just like maybe like relationships. It's just not your forte, which is probably why you're smart enough to not act as if you know everything about it, because the emotional, I mean, you're not even a water sign. The emotional realm is not necessarily your specialty. You're more at home in the Pentacles. And so what you are an expert in, what you have mastered, it's not the same as like mastering the moon. You know what I mean? Which are all reasons to kind of go slow and not to jump headfirst into something before you kind of like get the vibe of it first. Makes sense. So what's the advice? So what's the advice for the yellow caution? Take your time. Card of advice for Capricorn. All right, so we have the benefactor card, grace and generosity. And honestly, what I'm getting from this is like just a little bit of sweetness here, man. Just a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of joy. This card is cute as shit. It's like these cute little lovey, fuzzy little things just sitting there having a good time. You know what I mean? Like completely enjoying each other's company. Like it can be that simple, Capricorn. It can be that simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I know that you are so good at dealing with very complicated things in the material world, but in the world of emotions, sometimes it can be that simple. All right, so now let's look at your stoplight. Hard stop. All right. Hard stop for Capricorn. Red light. Oh, right away. Oh, cool. So we have divine, well, I guess maybe not so cool. We have divine alignment here, and but it's the red light, which means there is most likely something not in divine alignment. It's about recognizing divine alignment when you see it. That's funny because divine alignment sometimes can be very simple. All right, let's see what the book says. Let's see what the book says. All right, so she strides through the hollow corridors of the world, a solitary and wayward soul. Then, without warning, comes a flash of recognition, her own reflection in the guise of another. She turns to embrace her mirrored twin. It says here, we are a single being encased within the confines of our own skin, one life in eternal pursuit of its destiny. And yet not every step taken on this path must be taken alone. That is this energy right here. Like, I'll do it my damn self, right? So no one else can live your life for you, but their closeness and connection can bring wisdom and peace not to be found in solitude. This is a time for allies, partners of purpose upon whom you can rely. Hmm. This is about you being this stop here, this stoplight is about like a constant need for protection, protecting yourself from emotional things. Your barriers are too thick. Your barriers are too thick here. Yeah, it says most of this requires that shields, often constructed in a lifetime of seeking personal protection, must be selectively, that's a good word, lowered so that a heart to heart connection can form. Speak and listen, ask for what's needed. The burden is still yours to bear, but you may spread its weight across another pair of shoulders. That is so sweet. All right, well, that triggered my emotions. Okay. All right, so you're being asked to stop being such a tough cookie. Stop being such a tough cookie. Like, open a window, man. Open a window. All right. So what else can Capricorn know about this? God, that part just reminds me of your last reading. Didn't you make me cry in your last reading? What's up with that? Okay, Queen of Coins. Six of Cups. Nine of Blades. All right, so what I'm seeing here, Capricorn, is I want to say this is you. Like you're wishing of this. It's like there's a part of you here that is kind of like wistfully thinking about this. And this is kind of like a dream that you keep to yourself. Okay? There's a part of you that really wants to reach out to someone or something. Like I said, like you want to jump in, okay? And here, this is what these barriers do to you. This Nine of Blades. It's like all of these barriers, all of this personal protection, this tough cookie. Like you can still be tough, you could still be masterful without all the unnecessary protection, right? It's like if you don't open a window, it's like the barriers are going to get thicker and thicker, further away from something like this. So yeah, it's time to open a window. So let's just see if there's any advice. You know what? I don't even think that is the advice. That is the advice. Right there. All right, Capricorn. So this is your message. I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye.